Morning, family. How y'all doing? I hope things are good with you. Welcome in, family. Man, we got a messy one today. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the mess? Yo, top of the morning to you too, David. What's going on, bro? I'm gonna attempt a PC rebuild today. On stream. Look, these are a full day of scuff in my office alone without interruptions. This should be a trip. That's all good. It's a nice DIY stream. How's David? Pray things are good with you. You work. Let my job a week or two ago building trucks, but I got a job at the, what is BOH? What's the BOH? Wait. You walked away from the truck building job? I didn't know that. Okay. So you working back at house. Well, you ain't like making trucks? I thought that was a clean job, man. Isn't that where the dollars are? You make more money somewhere else? Or is it like a lifestyle thing? You'd rather be cooking. Wasn't that? It was just dangerous. Oh, it was insanely dangerous. Making the same here. I was there. Yeah. I got you, my dude. Yeah, you got to put yourself in a place where you can work long term, you know? Ain't no reason to get a job where you're going to get injured and then be, on disability for a year. I don't do nobody any good. David, what's the weather doing, man? What's the weather doing over there? We got snow. We got our first snow today. Maybe second snow of the year. I woke up, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. It's supposed to, look, we pushing on Easter. It's snowing up out here. Freaking wild, man. I was like, what? What you doing me like that? Gotta love living in the mountains, man. Ain't no consistency. I thought Ohio wasn't consistent. This is insane up in here. Yeah, just nuts, bro. Oh, yeah. You looking at 53? 53 degrees, wind blowing. Oh man, we've had windstorms for 2 days, and then we got snow last night. Wind blowing from the southwest, 21 mile an hour. That's heavy wind too. That's heavy wind too. 21's a lot of wind, bro. Although it's warm, you got that sort of like. Well, it's not warm enough where it's going to feel nice outside with that kind of wind, though. It'd have to be 90 to have that kind of wind and feel okay. I bet it's still feeling cold when you walk outside. See, that's that Midwest humidity. Y'all can have that. Dust the 55. Yeah. Yeah, man, we had down power lines and trees laying in roads and stuff last couple days. It's been real blowy. Been real blowy. It's all, when you get all that altitude snow sweeping in from the mountains and stuff like that, you can get it because I don't even think it's below freezing. Let me check. What? Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's see, it's 34 degree. See, it's 34 degrees here and snowing. I mean, I can literally look out the window. It's 34 degrees and snowing, which look, it should never do that. It always makes me laugh, when in the morning Google tell me that, expect snow today with a low of 37, and I'm like, well, you can't get snow at 37. Then I forget how high up in the air we live. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I got going on, man. But that's just weather. We're doing a new graphics card install today. I thought that it was going to be a really simple switch over, but this PC needs a bath too, so we're going to clean it as we go. Almost sounds like we back. Yeah, man, that's exactly it, bro. Like, it's, what is it? March. Man, the old timers here always want to talk about, like, I forget what year, 82, 83, something like that. They got snow in June. They're like, yeah, man, it was snowing in June. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that. They're like, yeah, it was snowing and people were still outside in their shorts and stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's like, when you live by a mountain, weird stuff happen, man. It's wild. So everyone would be talking about that. And I'm like, look, for one, I don't believe you. Number two, even if it's true, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway. I don't know how many times I've heard that story. A bunch of times. It must have, like, blown everybody's mind when they was younger, you know? Do. All right, there we go. That's Ohio. I saw women in shorts in -3 temps. Man, you ain't wrong. Because you're just like so sick of being overdressed. You know what I'm saying? What I say it was here, 37. This was my outdoor coat today. I got coats. I got one like proper heavy, it's stupid cold out winter coat. You know, the one we all have. That you feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when you put it on. I got one of them. I put it on my body twice this winter. 2 days back to back. It's back in the closet. I wore it twice. We didn't get cold. We didn't get snow. It was just like the world's mildest winter, you know, just kind of like wet. It's a little bit miserable. Man, I take that. I will take that. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got to install today. So first off, we have a new HDMI switcher, which isn't an install so much as it's like a plug and play sort of vibe. Kind of a plug and play. It's just a splitter. So if I'm not mistaken, let me double check how this thing works. So yeah, so HDMI in, right? Bink. And then that splits it out to 3 outputs. HDMI out, out, out. We'll test this today on the big screen. But HDMI in, 3 HDMI outs. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then on the graphics card, we run 2 outs. 1 out will get split 3 ways. And to go to my monitor, the monitor that I stand in front of when I teach, and the monitor back behind me for the fireside prayer. And then the other monitor goes to the second monitor next to me, the actual stream box, the one that you guys don't see. Anyway, that's that. Okay. So that's easy peasy. It looks like it comes with a couple cables. Why does it come with 2 cables? Oh, we got the. Well, now, hold on. Why does? Wait a minute. 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 Okay, so one's power. What's the other one for? Oh, HDMI. Oh, that's kind of nice. It comes with a little HDMI jumper. Well, that's so sweet of them. All right. That'll be an easy install. It's funny that these little switch boxes keep getting smaller. The big ones I keep burning up. You know what I mean? I'm on my 3rd one. They keep getting smaller. Hey, M's in the house. Bop, 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 bop. Oh! Bum. Hey, top of the morning to you. What's up, Em? How you been? How are things with you? So that's the easy install, family. I got the tough one right here. Check this out. All right. This is the one we've been waiting on. This is the problem I was having downstairs. Sleepy. I haven't so much school to catch up on. Sleepy, I have so much school to catch up on. Of course. All right. All right. Well, I mean, you got to make sure you're getting your sleep in. You don't get your sleep in, you ain't never going to catch up. That's the problem. Is we think, I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to stay up all night. I'm going to study. I'm going to do that term paper or whatever. And you don't get that sleep that you actually need. And so all the work you do is at halftime, and it's poorly written, and you don't remember anything. it's a both and. The problem is there's only so many hours in a day. You got to figure out how to cut them up. All right, so our new graphics card is not it's not one of these cards you write home about, like, oh, you can't believe what I got. This is a RX 5500, RX 5500, which is a card that is now what, 5 years old? 5500 is it 6 years old? It's been out a long time, but it should be plenty for what we're gonna do with it. Augment, what it do, brah? I haven't opened this box yet, so let's have a look at the card. I haven't actually looked at it yet. It's not going to be like all fancy and RPG or what do you call it? LED'd out or nothing like that. So there we go. Quick unboxing for you here. I don't know this company, but it's just an RX, so what do I care? The company basically, all they're doing is putting a shroud on anyhow. All they're doing is putting a shroud on. All right, so there it is. Brand new card. I love that. I need to remember to not. Video game player of all time. Of all time. I need to remember not to burn myself out because then I don't touch school for a while, and I need to. Yup, exactly. RX 5500 came out in 2019. Yeah, I'm telling you, forever ago. Yeah. So it came out a long time ago. But it's super reliable. So I love that. What's up, Augment? Of all time. Augment, we're going to put a graphics card in the other PC. I got 3 computers that I stream from, and 2 of them are up here and one's downstairs. This is the downstairs one. My CPU is so outdated on my PC, I can't download anymore, no more games or run them anymore. That's the worst. I hate that feeling because there's nothing you can do. All you can do is drop cash on it. All right, so there she is, sweet and clean, brand new. A brand new 6-year-old graphics card. Actually, I think this is all sealed up, like literally brand new. All the pins are covered. Yeah. Never been used. And I don't even think, yeah, it doesn't even smell like it's just been in storage forever. You know what I mean? It's not dusty or anything like that. I think this is a new run. Went with this because we don't play games downstairs. I got a relatively nice card up here that we play games on. But the one downstairs, once in a while, we'll boot up something, a community game, or I think we played a Kerbal Space Program down there, but we're not playing AAA or nothing, so we don't need a fancy card. But I got to clean the PC first. I got to pull the old card out, pop the new one in, and then make sure the card works. And then we're going to try to boot from this ISO and make both PCs exactly the same. This might be a whole problem. We're going to find out. You want a pink case? Man, there are so many cool case options. Are you what size motherboard are you running? What are you running currently? Where would if I were going to look for a pink PC case, where would I go first? Temu. I would go Temu first. The reason is the case doesn't really have to be like super high quality. You just need it to have enough airflow. So it just has to be designed well. Just has to be designed well. Let me see what I can find. Let's find Emily a cool case. Something pink. You want something pink, huh? I got a black case right now with pink LED. I got my current from Micro Center. Got you. GPUs, let's go. Super nice. Yeah. So we were just saying it's just a RX 5500. So it's not like super high end or anything. My favorite case is that Corsair 4000D. Oh, you like the big dogs? He like, look, if I'm gonna build a PC, I want a giant case. I love the mid towers. Mid towers are that's my bread and butter up in here. I got a bunch of mid towers. Ooh, this one's purty. I don't think it comes in pink though. Ooh, it's purty. Look at that. I have see how this has glass on two sides? I just built a PC for the office, new office PC, and it had glass on two sides. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. It's going to look great. It's got glass all the way around. So much harder to build. So much harder to hide cables and mess with. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, just one clear panel is enough. When you do these two panels, I'm telling you, you think it's going to be simple, but there's nowhere to do anything on the inside. Everything gets tight. Because you can't put fans on that piece. I used to buy huge server towers back in the day. I got you, Augment. You also like the Lionel one. There, look at this. I know it's yellow, not pink. But actually, you know what? What size is this? It's a mini TX? No way. It's not a micro, it's a mini. Where does okay, there we go. There's just enough room to get your board in on the back wall. That is a wild layout. Man, that would look cool sitting on your desk. That would not be fun to build. Yeah, it's very Minion. It is very Minion. Emily, I know I've seen a pink case in here. I know I have, because when I bought this one, I was gonna say the Star Wars build. I actually did 2 Star Wars builds. Anyway, this is the Mandalorian build. The Mandalorian PC. I believe that case came in pink. If you wanted it in pink. They won't really let me. Cooling method, battery properties, motherboard colors. Let's look at red. Maybe they'll give us a pink. I'm not seeing any pinks today. Micro Center has a beautiful pink one pre-built, 1700. Got you. I bet you can find a Hello Kitty one. Yes. I have seen Hello Kitty ones. I believe that was on Wish though. There you go. I think this is meant there. Remember I said there's that two-sided glass one? Look at that. Look at that. Look how purty that is. Again, building around the corner is not easy. I'm just saying. Building around the corner is tough. These are cool. You can do a lot with this design. This design has become relatively popular as of late because look how open it is on the sides. So much air gets in. The problem is if you have like a pet in your house, you're going to burn your motherboard up because you're going to get all that pet hair in there and it's going to cook your motherboard. But if you live in a pet-free, like smoke-free home, these run super cool. You can run a lot of power through them. Oh, here's that one that we was talking about. The one that looks like it's impossible to build. Look how cute. Look how cute. There you go, David. Get on that. David, you want to earn some brownie points with Emily? Build her one of these. What's up, people? I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got no privacy. We are doing a PC rebuild today. I'm going to tear this down here in a minute. In fact, this PC is the one that blew up in the basement. I got the graphics card working again, but I don't trust it. That's what's being shown on the quad screen. Is that graphics? This graphics card is currently going up on that quad screen. We're going to break this down. We're going to clean it. We're going to put a GPU in it, and then we're going to try to flash this ISO on it. This might work, or it might cook the hard drive. We're going to find out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Dave, get on now. You want some brownie points? This one's 150, which is quite a lot for a case. I mean, at least in my opinion. Augment, what do you spend on a case? What's up, Floofy? Augment, how much you spend on a case? What's up, Floofy? How you doing? I got it, and I want mine to be wood paneled, like an old mint green station wagon with wood panel vibes. You can do that with stickers. I don't know if you can get the actual PC case done that way. Probably. Emily's like, my cases, I try to keep it under 100. Me too, Augment. Mr. H, you good? You good, bro? It's just now 9 o'clock. Oh no. Oh yeah. Bruh. You know what? Oh, I want this so bad. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want Augment. Didn't you just say you wouldn't spend more than $100? This one's only $380 and I want it. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, bro? Augment, how nice is that? Yo, I want that. 300. Look, you can do a whole PC build from scratch for about 600. Now it's not going to be fancy. For about 600, you can do it. You can do it soup to nuts. The case is 380. Man, that's cool. Johnny, what do you think, man? Yeah, see, that's the thing. This has a LED on the front. I believe this is proper LED. The way this is a what do they call it? A dual chamber. So you run. I want to see how the back works. You run 2 PCs at a time through this. Show me the back. Yeah. Oh, weird. So bizarre. So it's dual chamber. So I believe you can run. I don't. Where's the other? Oh, this is fascinating. So there's where one power supply. Where's the other power supply go? I only see room for one power supply. That's a problem. Maybe it goes there. What's up, John? Or that's not John. That's Chovy. What's up, Chovy? Yeah, because currently I'm running two PCs separate, and trying to get them to communicate is a little bit more difficult than it would be if they were in one case. Man, that's purdy. All right. Okay, I don't need that case. I'm going to stop looking at stuff I don't actually need. Let's look at a couple more, and then we'll get to our build. You know what? If you're just going for full-on pink overload for under $100, pink overload under $100, you might be right here. Chovy, what's going on? Hey, Chovy, did you see that we made you into a Jedi? Chovy, did you see yourself as a Jedi? I'm assuming you did. I am assuming that you saw yourself as a Jedi. If not, I'm going to put you on Front Street right now. Did everyone see Chovy's Jedi photo? Yeah, well, everybody need brownie points from time to time. There's no way around it. I definitely have gotten to that point where I need the brownie points and I look for ways. You know what I'm saying? But for $70, I think that PC might do you just fine. You didn't see it, Chovy? Well, be prepared to be amazed. Chovy getting down. I don't even know what planet you on right there, Chovy. I don't even know what planet you on. Want to know how I pick my case for a PC? I see that little sort button. Click that one and go low to high. I picked the first one. Yeah, but that case has to fit your motherboard. So you got to do it as a whole build. Typically, I don't spend all that much on cases. I'll show you my case that for the downstairs PC in just a minute. Because we're going to clean it. And I didn't spend, I don't know how much I spent. I might be in like the upper 60s range, like $65 maybe. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure which planet Chovy is going to battle on here, but that's not the kind of Jedi I would attack. He looks like he is ready for everything. He's the greatest Sith of all time. There were a few good Jedis shown here. What else do we got? We got this one, of course. A little bit of I'm watching you people, a Jedi chibi. We got David. David with you know what? That is bizarre because this one looks more real than some of the other ones. That one looks very real. Here's me in college. Here's me in college as a Jedi. Cases need to have the right space for motherboards and absolutely has to have the air. Exactly. I got that dual glass one for the secretary, and I'm really unhappy with the airflow. Here's Tom. Here's Sister Pineapple. What's up? What's up, Cozy? How you doing? I got you, David. Did I see them? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Here is brownie points if you know who that is. I don't think anybody caught it. I know who that is. This is me in high school. This is me in high school. I don't have very many photos of me in high school. Here's a good one. I'm not sure why I'm in San Francisco. I can't remember. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. You said there's one on the D&D channel? I don't think I saw it. Oh, this one? Yeah, I did see this one. Anybody looking for a belt buckle? Is that a belt buckle or a coin? Cozy, it's good to see you, my friend. I pray things are good with you. Top of the morning. All right, so we are going to tear down the Star Wars build, and we're going to add a GPU to it. It does mean I'm going to swing away from the mic and swing back to the mic. I thought about bringing the cordless system in, and it's just a huge hassle for this. I really should. What I should do is get a secondary mic over there if I'm going to do this on the regular. But anyway, so hopefully you won't just see my back all the time. Yeah. David said it looked like a challenge coin. It does look like a challenge coin. Did I hold that? Was that not the one you're talking about? Which one you talking about? Oh, Darth Hilius. Yes, I saw this. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Hilius the Swole? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Hilius was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so buff and ripped, he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to get greater gains. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna put this. We're gonna put this RX 5500 in. Sorry, let me check. I think somebody's banging on my front door. Give me just a second. All right, I guess I'm losing my mind. There's nobody there. Reply to build the lore. That was too peak. It is too peak. It's way too peak. Okay. So let me show you what we're working with right now. I did get the graphics card on the Mandalorian box to work long enough that I can get the screen up to make sure that we have access this direction. Now we got to tear the panels down. We're going to clean them, pull the card out, put the new card in. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Did you see the backside of the case? Backside? Let me turn it so you can see it. I don't know if you can see what that says. Oh, you can't see it. It says it's oh, that's terrible. You can't see. Oh man. It's just a trooper and it says move along. Anyway, this is so when we do church downstairs, this is the PC we're using. So what I need to do is I need to shut this down so I don't electrocute myself or burn anything up in it. And then we're going to take the panels off. We're going to clean the panels. We're going to put the new GPU in. We're going to boot it back up. Make sure the GPU works. Assuming that's the case, then we're going to try the flash. Yeah. Yes. What do you think? Yeah, what was the name of that thing? It was the one that they fought. Remember, it was the first like monster battle. What was that thing called? Mudhorn. There you go. Yeah, it's the Mudhorn. We got the Mudhorn on one side. We just have the Star Wars look because I thought it was black and white. So I was trying to do all kind of a black and white sort of theme. So we got the Mudhorn on the front. We got Move Along on the glass, which sort of see. Move Along on the glass. And then on the other side, just the Star Wars logo, that OG black and white logo. Yup. All right. So let's shut this computer down. Make sure this shuts down properly. I don't know if you can see that I'm. There we go. Do a proper shutdown. We'll let that cycle out. Was it a custom sprayed or it's an actual case? This is the actual case. It's a black and white case. And then I bought what do you call them? I bought decals. Here's the. You still can't see it. It's such a bummer. This is my favorite part. Hold up. This is my favorite part of the PC, and it is the hardest to see. Anyway, all right. You probably can't tell. This thing is super dusty, and so yeah, they just decals. And so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. I'm gonna clean up the front and the back, and then we'll pull the card out. So you can connect a GoPro to a PC. I think I need to look into that. You can. It depends on what model you have of GoPro. I have what do you call it? I have the square one. What's that called? It's not the one that's a rectangle. It's the one that's an actual square, the really little one, where it's just like a little cube. And I love it. I love the resolution I get out of it. But that particular one struggles to connect with PC and stay live. It wants to shut off after like an hour. But we do 3-hour streams, so it didn't work out for me to stream with. But if you've seen any of the like YouTube videos where like I'm in the woods, where I'm in the woods just like reading the Bible or whatever, talking about my devotional for the day, that's all shot with that little GoPro. DJ, what it do? Afternoon, happy Friday. We are doing a little bit of a minor PC rebuild, putting in a new GPU. Right now, I'm cleaning it up. So if you're gonna spend the time doing it, you might as well be clean inside. And then we're gonna try to flash a new well, not a new iOS. What are we flashing on it? ISO. We're gonna take an ISO off one PC and try to flash it onto this and see if we can get it to run to make the two hard drives, the two PCs exactly the same. It would make me going upstairs and downstairs to stream a lot easier if both PCs had the same file structure. So that's what I'm trying to do. You got a 7 and a 10. They have a crisp image for YouTube. Yeah. I like all the options you have about width too. What's up, Disco? So if I'm going to go through all the effort, I'm going to clean it. Speaking of YouTube, yesterday's streams just doesn't want to upload. It's been 0% for 10 hours overnight. Several hours here again today when I retried it. Ooh, I wonder why that is. Yeah, that's the front panel, Disco. What do you think? It says, move along. Yeah, they're so small. They take up such a small amount of space. You can do so much with them. Putting a stormtrooper on a PC is brave, especially if you're gonna be playing FPS on it. That's your. Don't worry, I got the Mudhorn on the other side. You haven't seen the other side yet. Netstar, yes it is, sir. Yes, sir. It is. It is. It is. It was sent to me by a Leeds local. Knows that I'm into Euro football. I currently am a supporter. Well, I have been for years of Liverpool, and I was told that I need to check out Leeds United, and so they sent me a scarf. I actually wore it here on stream not too terribly long ago. First time chatter, you may or may not know that you get a very special gift up in here for being a first time chatter. We know when you roll into the room, you don't know anybody up in here, and you open your mouth and you say hello. That's showing us a lot of love. We show some love right back. We call this the love dance. Hey. It's safe right now. Luce is currently on a podcast. I heard that. Luce is currently doing a podcast about, what is it? It's about moderating. So she's like the guest on a podcast talking about what it means to be a moderator. Very cool. Don't forget your walk-ons today. Make sure. Oh, I didn't even ask. Netstar. Who you support? Look, who's your team? Who's your team, man? Who your team? I almost forgot to say that the 52-week prayer journal is our giveaway of the month. The way to get in is top of the morning. Gives you a ticket. At the end of the month, we spin the big wheel. And if your name comes up, we send you this book. And this book has a secret. Oh, you Lesha. All right. Look, okay, Netstar. All right. You guys are mid-table right now, right? Or you ended mid-table. You know, I don't know much about them other than what's the YouTube? What's the football YouTube? They went to visit that stadium. Oh, what YouTube channel did that? So I've seen the inside of the stadium and learned a little about the team and stuff. I thought you were well, I know you second league, but you're at the bottom of the table. Oof. That's rough, bro. That's rough. I thought you were mid-table this season. Maybe the video I watched was an old one. Let me switch to the other screen so you can see what I'm doing. Let me try this. Is this one better, or you like the full size better with my back to you? Is this a little better? You know, I get the impression that having a PC in the same room where you're welding up a motorcycle frame makes your PC very dirty. Perhaps this is something I should consider in the future. Disco, did your family get home okay? Disco, I know your family was traveling. Did they get home all right? Yep, all safe and sound, enjoying their full-size bed. I bet they are. Disco Bear, 150 stream. Hold up, 150 in a row. Come on, dude. That's some real love too. Appreciate you, bro. 115 on these things. All right. That is all right. That's two. What's that? Like two a week for a year and a half. All right, family. You know it's getting serious when I pull out a real tool. Real tool. We're gonna pull the graphics card, and I'll show you the kind of jank we were running. I'll show you the jank we were running, and y'all be shocked. All right, now look. Before y'all get all judgmental on me, I want to put forward my statement first, and then y'all can judge me all you like. Here's my statement. The card I'm about to show you, I believe, was revolutionary, and I still think it has a place in modern builds. I think that what we decided to do with it taxed it beyond its capabilities. But I'm going to show you the glory of the world, the greatest GPU ever made for office machines. Notice I didn't say gaming. The NVIDIA Quad Pro. Come on. Actually, I know it's not Quad Pro. It's Quadro. But there it is. The NVIDIA Quadro. And the point of this card was that if you were like doing accounting, you could have your spreadsheet on one and you could have, your office email on another. So you could have multiple monitors. 3, 4 small monitors is what this was meant for. It probably wasn't meant for us to push 4 monitors at 1080p 60 frames a second. But these are awesome. You can still get these used. Mine smells. You know what? I don't see any damage. It smells like it's been overworked. You know what? There's a little. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of damage. It literally, it didn't throw smoke up, but the whole graphics system just went sideways. But I'm not seeing any burn damage. This might still have some light duty use left in it. Yes, Disco, that might be it. That might be it. Yeah, you may be able to pull this off, clean up the heat sink, and put it back into service. I'm not going to throw this away because we have enough PCs that have light duty around here that I may be able to recycle this into like a stream box, not a stream box, like a black box, or what else could I use it for? I don't know. I'm thinking black box, the kind of thing that you could just run movies on. We're putting up a television and a little operating system in one of the classrooms that some of the ladies want to use. And this might be exactly the right thing for that. Anyway, so that's what was in there. So I'm going to dust the inside, and Disco is not going to notice that that my parallel hard drive is just sitting on the deck and not mounted properly. He's not going to notice that. This is filthy inside. Excuse me. He says, I have my GPU propped up with a power bank charger. That's funny. Where I might have to. Can we fix it, man? I hope so. The real question is, do I have to take the front panel off and clean that? I probably should. There's something about these inexpensive cases. When you take the front panel off, they never want to snap back in properly. They all tweak a little bit. I try not to do it. But we'll spin it out and we'll have a look at it. You know what? That front panel is solid. I forgot. That front panel is solid. It has venting on the side. I wonder if that's why it's so filthy inside. I wonder if the airflow is... Well, no, that would make it cleaner, right? Maybe that's why the card cooked. Maybe there's not enough airflow. Maybe looking into some fans. Yeah, I'm only running one top fan. I am the greatest video game player. Is that why I cooked it? Because I'm the world's greatest video game player. I pushed too hard. I'm look. It's because I'm out there burning up all them noobs. That's what's happening. Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe another top fan might eliminate some heat inside the box. That's something we should look into. I may have one. I don't see one. I got a shelf of components over there. I don't see one sitting over there. Your skills, them bloated up. Mine has 4 fans. I'm running 1, 2, 3. I'm running 5, but I only have 1 at the top. I got 2 on the front, 1 at the top. Obviously 1 on the CPU, and then one pushing out the back. Okay, so I have come along to my first problem. How many intakes? I got 2 intakes, 2 outs. I got 2 ins and 2 outs, brother. And that is that the Quad Pro doesn't use external power. He does. So we're going to have to run a power cable too. So that's awesome. Look, I was hoping that was be like a full build. We're going to have a full build in front of us. All right. All right, there's the new one in all its glory, family. There she is. There she is. In fact, when I say new, like it's all like sealed up and stuff. Like it's all purdy. Got all the little connector tabs to make sure that everything stays nice and clean. She is purdy. This is just an RX 5500. Not going crazy. This is not a gaming PC. This is a stream box. I play very low-end games on it. We don't stream games from downstairs very much. We stream more games from up here, so I spend more on a GPU here. But what I do need is multiple outputs. So I got 4 outputs so I can run multiple monitors. That's what I really needed. Yeah. She's a beauty. I was starting to freak out. I'm like, why is it not going in? Man, why is it not going in? I didn't take the screw out. It didn't have any place to go. It's like fighting me. I'm like, no, why did I break? I didn't take the screw out. I didn't take the screw out. I'm watching you people. Thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate you. Got you, bro. Thank you, Floofy. Thank you so much for the raid. You forgot your raid message. You good? You good? I'll give you one. I was gonna say I don't think that's my raid message for you. Welcome in, Raiders. Blessings, family. God bless each and every one of you. We're putting in a GPU today, and we're gonna try to flash a clone drive. I've never done a flash clone drive. This could be a massive scuff stream, or we're going to have a blast. One of the two. Welcome in, family. If you've not been here before, if you haven't been here before, a couple things you need to know. This is a Christian stream. I am a full-time nerd and a full-time pastor. And, man, this is our DIY stream. We've been building a bunch of stuff on our DIY streams. We've done a bunch of models. I'm currently in the midst of finishing wiring a chopper that we built in the basement. But our GPU died last Friday. So we're putting in a new GPU, and we're going to try to flash the hard drive and make the two PCs be exactly the same. So that's the goal for today. God bless you. Hey, if you came in with I'm watching you people, drop me a line about why you love I'm watching you people. Look, I got reasons why I love I'm watching you people. What are your reasons for loving I'm watching people? Throw them down in chat, man. I'd love to hear about it. Church Jill said, get to the chopper. Yeah, it's actually, I don't know if you call it a chopper or a bobber. It's kind of like we did a Kong seat on a 400 XS. So we got an XS 400 from a police auction, and we tore it all the way down the frame, and now we're putting it back together after we chopped the frame up. Hey. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Like I said, pull up a pew, make yourself at home. We are doing a rebuild here. Put in an RX 5500. We took out a Quad Pro that was giving us some problems. Yeah. And top of the morning puts you in a chance to win. It gives you a ticket for a chance to win. That prayer journal right there. We have a giveaway every month. And the PC that we're rebuilding is a Mandalorian PC. You can't see it because I took the panels off, but it's covered in Star Warsy stuff. It's kind of done like a stormtrooper. What's up, Church Digital? Blessings. Supersonic Saved by Grace. Thanks for checking in. Get in on a drawing. Banana Hannah. Welcome in. Top of the morning to you too. Yep. So there it is with the GPU in. Okay, it's in there. Now we just got to get power to it. So I'm going to have to open up the other side of the case, and we're going to have to route power to it. Yep. I pray things are good with you. I'm watching you people. I heard you had some mic issues. Did you get them squared? You get that certified? Use Discord, got it figured out. I love it. Shine on me. What's up, Luce? Blessings on you, sister. Top of the morning to you. Life in simulation. Welcome home. Blessings. We putting in a GPU today. All right, so here comes the part that annoys everybody. I'm going to have to search through this mess of cables in the bottom of the case and find an 8-pin connector to give power to my GPU. Hopefully, I plugged the module cable in. If I didn't, then we got to pull power supply, plug the module cable in, put the power supply back in, and then route the cable. Hopefully, it's just in that mess down there. We're going to find out. All my excitement, I haven't had breakfast yet, so I haven't taken my meds yet. I also have to set up my Bible reading, so I'll mostly be lurking. I'm glad you hang out with you for a bit and have you on speaker. Blessings, people. Love you. You are the mod of life up over here. I pray your Bible reading goes amazing. Why would I want to power the GPU? Well, when we set this up, I wanted multiple monitors, but I wasn't going to be pushing much graphics processing through them. And I kept adding and adding and adding and adding to the studio downstairs. And so this little Quad Pro, this little guy, which is great for running multiple monitors and running light applications, just doesn't have the processing power it needed to run 4 monitors at 1080p, 60 frames a second. So we're just upgrading. Well, look, I shouldn't say we're just upgrading. This one went boom on Friday. It did fire back up today, so I don't think I cooked it. I think it just gave up the ghost. I was like, I ain't pushing that much energy no more. So we try to do an upgrade. And this one didn't need external power. This one does. Hey, thank you for them biddies, man. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to turn my back on you guys for just a minute and see if that power connector that I need is in the bottom. If not, then I got a bunch of cables over here and I got a bunch in the basement. I'll find one and I'll get it routed. Yep. All right, family. I found a PCIe cable. That should be exactly the right power source. Now, let's got to route it in through. I only recently realized I could connect my other display with the display port, and now I'm loving that additional space. Hey, it is awesome. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever shown you. You guys ever seen what I see? I don't think you've ever seen what I see. Y'all want to look? This is the first time I've been able to do it. Y'all want to see what I see? You want to see the mess that I look at when I'm streaming? I just realized for the first time I don't think anybody's ever seen, like when I'm sitting in my chair, what I'm looking at. Yeah. I don't think anybody's ever, I'll show you. Hold up. There it is, family. What do you think? Jealous of the extra monitors? Wait, those 3 or those 4? Yeah, I'm running. Technically, I'm running 7. I'm running. All right, look. If I'm going to get all braggadocious, I'm technically running 7 monitors and 3 computers. But this computer over here is just the Pi. It just shows images. Yeah. Yeah. Theoretically, I could hook this PC up to those 4 monitors. That's true. I could. Wish yours was so clean. Look, I've been cleaning this office, and my office still looks filthy. Hopefully y'all didn't catch how many cables are on the flow. Yeah, I told you it's a mess. It's a mess back here. I've been working at getting it cleaned up. I had for a long time, bro. For a long time, I had one of those cable chases that hung on the back of your desk. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It looks like a wire basket. And so once you get everything lined up the way you want, you can wrap each cable, wire tie it, and then set it in that basket. And it just made for such a clean look. But that's been a while. Hey, Chovy, thanks for them biddies, man. Blessings on you. Mr. H says, poor GPU. No wonder it cooked. It was worked to death. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but you know what? It's crazy. The baskets, they're not expensive. It's just a hassle. You got to get the right one for your desk, and you got to order, and it's got to show up, and then you got to install it. Like, it's just like one extra thing. But yeah, it literally clips on your desk. Well, I have a table, but they make them for all different, setups. But for a table, it clips on the table, kind of like you would wire down, like you would screw down like one of those work lamps. Same idea. It's got 2 screws on it, and you tighten it to the table, and then a basket hangs underneath. And I mean, I guess you could just stuff the cables in, but if you want it to like really be able to be usable, you have to wrap each one separate and set it in. So if you need to move it, you just pull that cable out. Anyway, wire management is lacking in my area too, but hopefully I can remedy that eventually. You know what made me figure out all my wire management at home? Get a RoboVac. Get a RoboVac. You'll be so sick of pulling it out of your wiring that you'll fix it. All right, that should be powered up. Now, I think what I'm going to do is before I put it all back together and put all the cables back in nice, we're going to fire it up, make sure that the graphic card functions. I don't see why not. It was brand new. We'll make sure that it functions. Once it functions, we'll button everything back together. And then, time for the dirty. This might be a real problem. I'm going to try this because I want this to work so bad. Banana Hannah said, I have the ability to do cable management. They're supposed to be moving soon. So that motivation is low. I'm with you. I am with you. Life in simulation is chill. Yeah, I keep forgetting. You come in and it doesn't say like you're a new viewer. So I'm like, I know who that is. What's up, chill? Cable management was not one of my skills. Chovy, you know what? Once you kind of get into it, it becomes like it can become fun. The problem is it is a little bit tedious when you like have a mess already. You have to clean. All right, family. Let's pray together. I'm gonna hit the power button. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have a real problem. Y'all ready? Oh, something's happening. I got a graphic card that's doing graphic stuff. Come on, look. It's doing graphic stuff. Yeah, my boy. Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, don't call it a comeback. Yo, I've been here for years. Let's do this thing. Woo! I was worried. Look, I was pretending like look, I was perpetrating like I was good, but you know I was scared. You know I was scared. Now it's gonna go through looking for all my cameras and stuff. It's not gonna find anything. Woo! Look, it's time. Man, I ain't even playing. I'm not even gonna pretend like I wasn't worried about that. Not even a little bit. Woohoo! Yeah. I am the greatest video game player of all time. That's not good. Not supposed to do that. Did we celebrate too soon? Did we celebrate too Let's yank up disk management and see if we got a problem. Oh, that looks all right. Device manager time. Yeah, I was so excited. Let's see. Bluetooth looks fine. Audio inputs look fine. Disk drives, display adapters. Here's what we changed. Ah, okay. We're gonna update that sweet driver. Maybe we should go to the AMD site. What do you guys think? Should we look specifically for Radeon drivers? What do you guys think? I think that might be the move. All right. Well, that's problem number one. We weren't on the internet. I'm logging in right now. What is this? What are you posting up for me, bro? What you got? I was like, yes, and then it blows up. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. You ain't wrong. You are not wrong. 95 stream streak. I love it. There we go. Now we on. Now we on. It's a AMD Radeon. Oh, not that one. It is a 5800. No, I don't want to buy one. I don't want to buy one. Oh, let's try again. Oh, I don't want to buy one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, we'll do an auto detect and see if we can get this guy to fire up nice. We haven't got that blue screen of death, but don't worry. We're doing a full hard drive wipe today. I probably don't need to even do this part because we're going to do a hard drive wipe. Okay, I literally went here and it says auto detect tool. So freaking auto detect, dude. Dude, auto detect, man. AMD auto detect and install tool is available. I know. Come on. There we go. All right, we'll let that download. Chovy, you gonna lurk? Hey, brother, blessings on you. I'm really praying that you don't go completely to the dark side. I know those Sith tendencies with that red lightsaber got you going. Man, hold on to the light side, bro. I'm just saying. God bless you, my friend. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for all the biddies. If you're not following Brother Chovy, get up on that. His YouTube stuff is killing it. Auto detect is your job. Are you too good for your job? All right, so we're gonna let the auto detect do its thing. Once that gets installed, then we got to do something that makes me very nervous, which is try to boot from an ISO, and I'll show you that, and we'll try it, man. We'll try it. The worst thing that happens is it doesn't work, right? Like the worst thing that happens is it doesn't work, and we're stuck where we are, and we have to do a Windows reinstall or whatever. But that's fun too. When I say fun, it's type 2 fun. It's fun in the sense of you've accomplished a thing, not fun in the sense of, woo, I'm having a blast. Even if we break it all, the good thing is we'll be able to put the Pi back in. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to install that. Bruh, hold up. So the AMD software installer takes 9 minutes and 30 seconds. The AMD installer to get my driver. Hold up. Not the driver, the installer to look at my CPU to decide what driver it needs takes 9 minutes. 9 minutes, family. 9 minutes. Although, yeah, like I told you, I didn't buy a fancy one. It's not lighting up or nothing like that. It's just doing its GPU thing, man. But look at it. sitting in there all proper. Not like discos propped up. What do you say it was propped up on your power supply? No, you didn't say power supply. You got it propped up on something else, don't you? Yeah, man. I was watching a guy do a tabletop build. So he bought all of the components, and then once he had all the components, he was going to buy the case that fit the components. Usually, you buy a case first, right? And then you put all the stuff in it. You buy components that fit the case. He did the other way around. And so he was doing a desktop build. And so he had all the pieces on the desk scattered around. And he had like this one propped up on a cardboard box, and that one was on an old monitor. And the motherboard was sitting up like this against his what do you call it? His test monitor. It was just like stuff everywhere. It was like but he's got $1,500 worth of equipment sitting on his table, just out in the open running. That stuff terrifies me. Oh, you got a power bank. I got you. Do you have an open frame? Disco, you got an open frame? I have an open frame rig downstairs that I was using for Bitcoin mining for a while, and I've never done a proper PC build with an open frame. I kind of want to. I'm just not clean enough. You got to be in like a sterile room almost. The GPU was sagging, and I didn't want my PCI slot warping. I got you. So yeah, I got an open frame. It's okay. You would think it would be like super easy to work with because you have 5,000 options. But I found it a little bit jank, if I'm being honest. Cool. It looks like it's doing a driver install. That wasn't blue screen of death. That was driver install, right? Please tell me that I did that right. Oh, come on. This is the part where we all fall down in prayer and say, tell me he did it right. Do. Well, I mean, that's not a great sign, right? That's not a great sign. Like, it didn't say it was going to reboot. It just sort of did it. Wow, that was loud. Okay, so is it installed? Okay, yeah, it's installed. Never done an open frame. I was going to get an RGB CPU brace, but this way doesn't cost me anything. I love that, bro. Okay, there's the driver finally going in. Wow, that was a pain. That was not a GPU update. That was a shutdown. We definitely have a problem. We got a proper hardware problem, like a maybe an OS corruption or something. I don't know. Well, when we get this done, we're gonna try to do this ISO flash. I was wondering something. So now that those of you guys that were here when I got banned for 2 days, we got banned for playing music is what it comes down to ultimately, and not having a DJ license. And because we didn't have a DJ license, people kind of freaked out a little bit. So here's my question. Is it the audio that gets you or the video that gets you? Because we didn't show any video on the day we got banned, right? On the day we got our we got whipped with that wet noodle and all that. We we didn't show any video. But when we do worship on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, we do show video. The audio is never recorded, but the video is. It was the other way on the DJ stream. No video, but audio. And I don't think either one were recorded. And yet, one of them we get banned for. One of them they completely ignore. The question is why? What's up, Q? So my question is, during baseball season, when we're doing stream, if I had an MLB game, no audio, just the and it did it again. It crashed again, family. If we had the video game playing in the background, am I going to get banned for that? Am I going to look? Is that going to be a problem? You should just turn off the auto restart after oh yeah. So it happens again. You can see the arrow and narrow it down. I'm with you. Q said, I think it's not allowed. I think you're right, Q. I think it's still against the rules. Okay, we got through the install. So we're gonna do a hard restart. Assuming that the graphics card still works, then we're gonna button everything up, and then we're gonna try to flash the ISO. Disco says my stream PC has twine holding up the GPU. Look, man, I've always said if it work, it work. Okay, it looks like the graphics, it looks like the GPU does function with that. Oh, I hope it's just not a fully corrupted hard drive. Because when we flash this, I need that hard drive to be functional. Ba-da-da-da. Open search, type advanced system settings, go to auto recovery section, uncheck auto restart. Cool. Good looking out. Good looking out, Mr. H. Q said I wouldn't risk it, especially now that you've already been having issues with Twitch. Yeah, I don't think I would, but it's just one of those things where I'm sort of like, typically if I'm here at work or something like that, and I'm gonna be like doing paperwork for a couple hours, I'll put a game on one of the screens and just turn the audio off and just kind of peek at it because I'm just such a baseball dork. You know, every bit of baseball I want to see. So I'd love to just have that kind of thing happening in the background. But you might be right. It may be way too big a risk for me to take after having already gotten in trouble once. All right, family, I'm going to button this back up. Ooh, okay. It's going to be a little bit of cable issues in the back. Yeah, it would be really cool. I agree. I think it'd be just a cool thing to have flashing in the background all the time. All right, that seems to be working. I love that. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. We'll button it up. We'll reboot again. And then assuming that works, then we will attempt to boot from USB. I think that's the next step. Sound or no sound, still streaming live licensed programming, as in airing it. Yeah, it is. It would be live, exactly. Yeah, I got a buddy that does it. He streams games, but if you want the audio, you have to get your own audio from somewhere, or you can go over to his Discord channel where he's got the audio channel open. So he runs audio on Discord and video on Twitch. And even then he does get like pinged once in a while. I'm here properly now. Just got off a really good Discord call that lasted 7 hours. Floofy, you had a 7 hour video call? A 7 hour Discord call. Yeah, it was 7 hours. What did you do for 7 hours? I mean, was it like? I mean, I know that maybe some business calls might go 7 hours if you're doing some sort of instructional thing, or maybe a college thing, or maybe a seminar might go 7 hours. That seems crazy to me. I mean, good for you. I'm glad it was a good call. A 7 hour bad call would have been a whole nother bag of worms. All right, I'm gonna put the front panel on. Look, are we getting there? Disco. This thing scares me. Disco, this scares me. This could be a whole mess of worms. We might wind up installing a whole new, fresh install from Windows or something, because this might go sideways. But look, this is what we've committed ourselves to. We going for it. I don't know if we can get it done in an hour and a half, which is how much time we have left, but All right, family. Okay, it looks like it booted. It looks like it booted. Did I device to image or did I device to device? Disco, that's a really good question. Let's put it in and have a look at it and see if we can figure that out. Because I feel like did I device to device or did I device to? Did I device to image? I remember that being a choice, and I chose. No, was talking to an old friend, but praying for it to stay on a friendship now. Floofy, I love that, man. Repairing relationships are never easy. They're almost always worth it. All right, let's have a look-see at this drive and see what we see. Like an on and off friend. That was a bad sound. That was a bad sound. I don't know what that was. My monitor just went. I don't think I did. I wire something up wrong. Fingers crossed that it just works. Me too. Me too. So we're gonna try to reboot from flash drive. That's the plan. I don't remember what the so we're gonna have to play with this. What's your best guess, Disco? F8. What is your best guess? You think it's F8? It might. I might have misunderstood. Did you want to copy the whole Windows install? No, I want everything from the upstairs PC, the one I'm sitting at. I want all of that on here. Same file structure, same everything. That way, everything just transfers. What's up, Pineapple? I have pineapple. Uh, pineapple pen. Pineapple, how are you? I know that you got off work early to go hang out with your brothers today. It sounds like there was like a blood sugar. Was it a spike or a drop? Blood sugar spike, I guess. Um, and I just pray everybody's safe. I know when you go to call on somebody, you think you know where they are and what's going on. It turns out something else is happening. It just sends you for a loop. Man, pray for you this morning. Yep, yep, yep. Do 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 do. Well, I'm glad that you are. I don't know if you're home or maybe you're watching us on your phone in the bus. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to change the boot order. Clock frequency, DRAM, voltage, no. Onboard services, storage configuration, API, nope. Super 10, no. Where is it? Maybe I should change my glasses so I could actually see it. He's not okay, but is okay if that makes sense. He's covered in bruises. Apparently, he had a fall on Tuesday. He banged himself up due to low blood sugar. But the care home didn't tell us. Last night, his bloods dropped again. They dealt with it at the care home, but then they dropped again late night in the night. So he got taken to the hospital. Man, that sounds rough, Pineapple. And you know those care facilities, they do what they do, but they're not mind readers either. You know. Hey, thanks for that follow. Ayin, what's going on? Welcome to DIY Friday. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. We do have a giveaway this month, Ayin. You probably didn't know that. You can get in on the giveaway. That's it right there. Ding. There it is. 52-week prayer journal. If you want in on the giveaway, we're collecting tickets all week or all month. We're giving away at the end of the month. To get in, you just redeem top of the morning. It costs, I think, 1 pew point. You get 5 for showing up. So thanks for being here. Blessings. So essentially, cloning does the whole file system. It's all or nothing. So you'd have to wipe the drive in the target PC. That's exactly what I want to do, Disco. Yes, you get it. I almost forgot. Ian, you get a dance. Oh, I almost forgot your dance. You ready for a dance? Thank you for being here. Here is the love dance. We know you showing us some love over here. We show some love right back. Here's the love dance just for you. Pineapple said he's tired, badly bruised. The records say he was admitted due to hypo blood sugar levels and hypothermia. Not even sure how he got cold, let alone anything else. They have a nurse on site who checks that. I don't know. That's crazy. Why did you install the graphics driver, or is the target PC a different one? It is a different one. It's a different graphics card, but I'm not particularly concerned with that because it looks like the graphics card with no drivers installed will do simple things. We'll be able to install drivers after. I just wanted to make sure there was no problem with the card. Louvy says Yeen is currently streaming. I got you. I think Yeen is hitting me back for a raid the other day. Anyway, blessings. So can I use the instant flash, or is this not the kind of thing? I don't want sanitation. I don't want secure erase. Do I want secure? What do I? Okay, I was just going to change the boot order. Can I do this by just changing the boot order, Disco? Hey, thanks for the... Oh, I got a raid. Welcome in, family. What it do, family? We are installing a new GPU in the studio. For the downstairs studio. What it do? Welcome in. Thanks for being in, Yeen. Oh, yeah. Welcome in. Good to see you. If you've never been here before, this is North Hill Live. I'm North himself. I'm a full-time pastor and a full-time nerd. We do a lot of stuff up here. It's kind of a variety stream. Thanks for that first-time chat. Do you realize? Some days I realize, some days I don't realize. What we got going on in here is on Mondays we hang out for fellowship. On Tuesdays we do Bible study. We do church on Thursdays, and on Fridays we do DIY. We do builds I'm building the motorcycle. We've done a bunch of models. Today we're putting in a GPU. I just finished putting in the GPU, and now we are going to attempt to flash over an old drive onto the new drive. Mr. H says you can and have. You do a format, make a partition, and install the clone drive. That's the idea. Thanks for the raid today. I'm glad to see you live and somehow get the chance to reciprocate. I appreciate that. Ying. We were just trying to show some love, you know. I think we rated you, was that Tuesday or Thursday? Tuesday we would have rated after Bible study. Thursday we would have rated after church. I don't remember if it was that yesterday or 2 days ago. I just appreciate what you do, you know. I don't think I was actually a follower. I just like seen you out in these streets and stuff like that. And so I just want to show some love. You know, when God blesses you with something, I feel like if you're not willing to let that overflow into other people and you just hoard it to your own self, then eventually he's going to take that blessing away. You know what I mean? If you really believe it came from him, then it ain't yours in the first place. So I love introducing my people to good people. Silver Frail says, a full-time pastor and a full-time nerd. I love it. I'm a part-time nerd and a full-time idiot. I love Look, man, I'm with that. I could dig it. It was 2 days ago. Okay, so it was after Bible study. Yeah, we had church yesterday, and that went all right too. Although Bible study this week was pretty powerful. I was really happy. We had a good crew, and we got into some deep discussions. So, we streaming a version of Attack of the Clones. Only this is Attack of the Clone Drivers. That's exactly what we got going on, Pineapple. Attack of the Clone Drivers. Yeah, we trying. You know, it's been fascinating out here that people that roll in and say hello. Some of us are tied to multiple communities, and some just have, you know, just the one that we really love. And I've met a lot of good folk. I really have. We got a chance to join a stream team a while back, so we're part of God's Many Blessings, and I love all the cats over there too. Yep. Well, anyway, thank you for trusting us with your family. I know that some of all y'all are gonna like have to run. You know what I mean? When you raid and run, I get that. We all got busy lives, so don't feel that you have to stay all day. But I love to have you as long as you want to be here. One Reason in the house. What's up, One Reason? No, there's no espresso today because the espresso maker's over here. Pineapple, the espresso maker's over here. But because we're doing the PC build, I didn't have enough power for it. Because I'm running. Look, you know, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. But I'm running 4 monitors and an HDMI splitter and a TV wall. What do you call it? A TV wall adjuster. And so all my juice is gone. All the power is gone. And so for me to run the PC, I had to unplug the espresso maker. Yeah. Spill the coffee on the PC, brah. I spilled a whole cup of coffee right here in my chair last week, and I was beyond grumpy about it. Yeah, so there's no coffee redemption because we're not rocking coffee today. Although we didn't have a coffee redemption yesterday, and we rocked, and somebody redeemed it anyway. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I should just switch the boot order. Silver said, I ran out of espresso this morning, and I needed some of that extra prayer. Yeah, bruh. Yup. So close to heading to resignation. Look, I'm gonna give over to it. I'm gonna give over to it right now. I'm gonna change my boot order. Well, I think I am. Okay. Okay, so right now we're running USB as my last boot option, so I need to move that up the order, right? Man, this thing, look, these things are always difficult for me to understand what's going on. When I got it on 4 screens with the big division in the middle, and I can't tell when oh man. There's usually a boot from device option when you turn on a PC like F9 or F11 or whatever. No. You were so close to handing out resignation because there was no espresso party time. I didn't realize you could run your BIOS into multiple monitors. I guess I always thought the multi monitors didn't trigger till after. No, it's not. It's not, Silver. I'm coming out one HDMI port and I'm going into a switcher. I have a 4-panel TV switcher that takes one output and makes it 4 big. And you can set it up a bunch of different ways, but we have it set up in this configuration. Yep. For the Raiders, we have cozy indie games, variety streams on Monday, Bible study on Tuesday. Thursday is Sunday service. Fridays can be anything. Yup. What's up, Devoria? Welcome in, sister. Thanks for the lurk. Devoria, thanks for that top of the morning. We do have a giveaway at the end of the month. It's this book right here. The way that works is top of the morning gives you a ticket. All the tickets go on a big wheel. We spin a big wheel at the end of the month. If you win, Amazon delivers this to your house. This is a 52-week prayer journal, so make sure you get in on the drawing. F11 is the boot menu key. Thank you, Floofy. All right. I have set it up. I believe it will attempt to boot from there. If it doesn't, then we'll try the F11. So reboot the PC and hit F11 like you're at the casino. I got you. Will do. Thanks for the check-in, Devoria. Remember to exit and save. I did. I exited. I saved. I'm going to reboot. I'm going to F11. This is going to work. And we'll prove that Disco is a genius, or it won't. And it won't prove anything. Didn't we turn off auto start? I'm sure we did. Didn't we? I'm sure we turned that off. The auto restart. We turned it off, right? I'm sure we did. I'm clicking it. Family. Hey, top of the morning, Silver Frat. Why is nothing happening? Why is nothing happening? Yeah, it's one of the options. F11, 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 F11. Oh, look, I'm doing the F11, bro. No work. Do it. I'm F11ing. I'm F11ing. Bruh. How many times do I have to hit the button? Are you sure it's F11? All right, so nothing, bro. Nothing. Have we already broken it? Have we already broken it? Look, we didn't even get into actually installing anything. Did we already destroy it? Oh, you want me to try that? You might be right, Mr. H. We'll try that. Look, what's the worst thing that could happen? Y'all wanted a full PC build. Maybe you're gonna get one. Oh, is it looking at the wrong? No. It let me pick the one that had the drive in it. Oh no. Oh no. Look, this might. Oh no. Have I look disco? Disco. If this goes, look, this might turn real bad, right? This Pineapple, you throwing up old clips. Pineapple saying this is her favorite clip. Hold up, y'all want to let it do its thing. If I just cooked my PC because I thought I was smart. Look, I don't even know what to do about that. Pineapple says this is her favorite clip. Imagine a grammar purist getting stuck in there, thought forever to screen, not knowing what. I know, bro. I'm with you. Luffy, I'm not sure what you're trying to. I'm trying to boot from USB, from the USB drive, but I'm wondering if I configured the USB wrong because it's not wanting to do it. It doesn't want to do it, which is a bad sign. That's your of all the clips. That's your favorite one, huh? That's funny. That's funny to me. All right. All right. That USB you clone to, that's not gonna work. Okay, Disco. So yeah, that's the USB that I cloned to. Did I do the clone wrong? Is that my problem? You have to boot the Clonezilla. You have to boot the Clonezilla USB device. Oh man. Hey, welcome to the congregation, man. I appreciate that. Jess Higgins, there's your dance. There's your dance, bro. All right, let's go back into the BIOS and change the boot order again. And then we'll try the F11 thing. So you're saying that the clone that I've done is not bootable, is what we're trying to say. So I've done it wrong. Big shocker that I made a mistake. You know, most people go like, "There's no way. There's no way he made a mistake." Maybe I did. Maybe I did, family. Friends, I got to get ready to stream. But great to meet you, Silver. Great to meet you. Somebody give Silver a shout out. Make sure that we're saying thanks for that. Go have a great stream, brother. Everybody that came over for the raid, if we could get a shout out to Ayin, that would be awesome too. We might have already shouted Ayin out. I may have missed it. I had 500 things going on over here. Hey, appreciate that, family. Pineapple, I'm so glad you got home safe. Is your brother going to be all right? I mean, it sounds like they caught it, right? It sounds like they caught it in time and he's going to be all right. I hope he's not too scared. I know that he gets... it becomes very difficult for him, I'm sure. All right, there we go. Sounds like they're going to keep him a few days. All right, I got it booted back up. Disco Bear, at this point, it looks like whatever it is that I created is not a bootable ISO. So what do I do with that? If it's not a bootable one, can I still use it, or do I need to just reinstall Windows and do a full rebuild? Silver, you're welcome anytime, brother. It sounds like they're going to keep him a few days. Is he eating? Did he look physically healthy? I guess he's all bruised up, so the answer is no. But you said hypothermia. How cold is it in the UK right now to get hypothermia? Like, what happened? I don't know what you did to make the clone. Did you put Clonezilla on a USB stick or something and use that? No, I downloaded Clonezilla, and then I put this drive. I put this drive in, and I said I wanted to clone my my PC, just the C drive, Windows, and all my files. I dropped it on here, and it said, you're going to lose all the data on here. We're going to reformat the whole thing. I say, groovy. And then, 2 hours later, it says, it's done. And it also said, make sure you don't leave this plugged in your PC, because when your PC restarts, it's going to start on here. So does that mean I cloned it to a device and not to a... Yeah, maybe that means that I cloned it to a device. The problem is I can't put this in and then copy this all over to the hard drive, because if I were to do that, I have to remove the Windows files that are currently running Windows to make that possible. But now I feel like I'm stuck. I must have done something wrong. David said blood sugar drops and peaks can cause severe internal bodily temperature fluctuations. Interesting, David. The Nookster says we had a very icy wind here in the U.S. Okay. UEFI. Fascinating. You said you downloaded Clonezilla, but it's for a USB stick or a DVD. You couldn't have used it if you didn't flash a USB drive. Well, what did I use? You sent me a link for Clonezilla, right? What did I do wrong? Clearly, I've made a mistake. This is a bit complicated to do on stream, but if you still want to roll with it, we can give it our best shot. I wonder if maybe I would be better off to just... See, the problem is that because of all of the bots that we run for stream, I thought if I did this, well, whatever this was supposed to be, I thought if I did this, then all of the things that we've installed here would transfer easily down there because the file structure was the same, which was the problem we had when I was trying to take walk-on audio down or video down, because the file structure was different. I always had to be retying every asset to where it physically was on that drive. But if the drives are the same, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, well, let me plug this in here and let's look at it. Let's plug this in here and let's have a peek. See what I actually wound up with. Disco says, I really have no idea how you did the clone, to be honest. Well, let's have a look at it, Disco. I'll show it to you. Oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, Disco. It didn't show up. Where are you? Where are you? Pineapple, you just won 5 from the Jump Catch game. Congratulations. Okay, so here is what was created, my dude. It is running, what is this, dump stack? So this is what I created, and it only took me 12 hours to do. Do. Mr. H says, anybody up for exclamation join if you want to join the minigame. Mr. H is running a D&D minigame. Exclamation join, followed by what character class you want. You could be a mage, a warrior, a priest, a necromancer, a bard, a druid, or a ranger. What do your partitions on the external drive look like? Go. Yeah, there is something severely wrong with this. That graphics keep popping back here. Just the two of us, y'all. Look, y'all gonna struggle with it, man. Y'all gonna struggle with it. Do. So, are we saying that I created the drive incorrectly? Is that what I've done wrong, man? What did I use? I'm pretty sure I used Clonezilla. Floofy, did I do it wrong? So I went device to device. So this is like, I could take this, if this were an internal hard drive, and just swap it. But what I got here is not going to be bootable. Floofy Disco. I was so excited. So my best option at this point is to do an OS install. It'd be bootable if it was a proper clone. You could just do device to device again from external to internal. But if I do that, Disco, real quick, Floofy, you guys can both chime in. If I do that, it has to run on the Windows system that's currently running, right? And I'm going to replace Windows with Windows. Doesn't it crash the whole system? Or do you mean use a third hard drive and then swap the hard drive when I reboot this machine? I rather suggest using a different software, but a clean install is the best option for your system performance. I got you. You agree? Disco, do you agree? If you agree, we'll just install Windows all over and do a fresh install. I don't mind doing that. I got a copy here somewhere. Okay. All right, family. You're bringing me sadness. I had hopes and dreams. I had hopes and dreams. They've all been removed. All right. I got a couple flash drives here. One of them has Windows on it. Let me see which one I got. No, you good. Bruh, this is why look, I told you guys going in that this was going to be a scuff stream because I was doing a thing that I've only ever done once before. All right, that's a bootable USB. All right. So, that I'm not sure real quick just before I step out on faith here. Before I step out on faith. I am not sure whether this is Windows 11 or if this is Ubuntu. We're going to find out. Family, we're going to find out right now. I really don't know which one it is. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, this should be set up to boot from USB. So,
How you doing?
hey, John Deeds. John. John, how the beach? How you doing, man? How the beach? Good to see you, my friend. All right, we're gonna find out here in about 30 seconds whether I did this right. We got the new GPU installed, and now we're doing a fresh install of Windows. The problem is that means everything has to be reinstalled. So let's see how this goes. If I can only teleport myself into your space, that would be fun. Look, all you got to do is learn some of that Swanson magic. You learn some of that Swanson magic, and you can do this stuff. All right, that didn't work. I'm hitting that F11 like a crazy man. I'm hitting that F11 like a crazy man. Come on, man. Let me change that boot order. Give it to me, brah. Did I get it? Did I get it? No. Man, are you sure it's F11? Somebody be lying to me. Somebody in chat be lying to me. John, blessings on you, my friend. Thank you so much for popping in. I pray you're doing okay. Thanks for them biddies. I thought I was doing it. Was I not doing it? I might not have been. There we go. You're right. Oh, look, disco. Look, I hate when I have to say that disco and floofy are right, but you're right. Was I missing? I might have been missing that part. All right, let's see if this does it. Bro, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? That should just boot, right? Everyone should get a chance at being right at least once in their lives. Exactly. And I hate saying, hey, y'all right, I'm wrong. That's trying to boot, but it's not happening. I love getting to tell people to hold down the function key. Try this again. That's exactly what I'm doing. Because I just used this flash drive to install Windows earlier, so I know it's functional. Just a couple days ago. All right, we trying a refresh from the flash drive. It said it would just pull it up under flash drive. Let's find out. That could come in handy. It'd be fun to have an emote in the shape of a boot. You know what? That's not bad. There's an emote in the shape of a hammer, which is usually what we use for banning people. That's the ban hammer. But yeah, there's no boot, is there? Does nobody have a boot emote? Even just a little power socket symbol would be cool. Look, it literally said USB, right? Bruh. This should not be that complicated. This should be easy. Why does it not seem to be easy? Like, even if it just had to boot from back there, even if it's like pulling up, the Windows install module or whatever, it would be quicker than this. I don't know what has happened. Well, look, it started, but that's not what I was trying to do. You've done it. You restarted Windows. Not on purpose, man. Not on purpose. No, I don't want the Windows repair tool. I'm going to keep trying this till I get it to work. Hold on. Thanks for the follow. Who's following the scuff stream today? Come on, man. I love it. You looking real close while I show my bank account information? Hey, look, it might happen. It might happen. Just 3 artist Joe. Justin artist, welcome in, brother. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. We're gonna try this thing again. I don't know what is going on. Supposedly, I'm trying to restart and change my boot order. I want to boot specifically from my USB stick right there, and it does not want to play. It wants to make things very hard on me. But don't worry, I'm holding the function key. Disco, I'm holding the function key. F11 worked last time. We trying it again. Rah! You know what? You know what? Like it wants to run, man. It wants to run. It does not want to be refreshed. Why does it hate me so much? I'm just going to keep doing this until it works because I know it worked earlier. We did get a new follower, and so, brother Justin, I owe you a welcome dance. I'm gonna give you a welcome dance. Give me just a mo. There we go. We've gone into something. It's saying, please wait. Let's give Justin his welcome dance. I think I opened up something. I don't know if it's diagnostics or what I opened. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. All right. Real quick, Justin, thank you so much for being here, bro. We know when you run into a brand new place, you say hello, you follow, you stick your neck out. You don't know what you're going to get into. You ain't know what you're going to get into. But I'll let you know something. Up in here, you just found the most chill, the world's greatest video game playing community of all time. I want to let you know that you're welcome. You show us some love, We turn around, we show some love right back. God bless you, my friend. I am the greatest video game player of all time. All right. So we have 3 choices here, and I definitely chose the wrong one last time. I chose the wrong one last time. The one I chose last time was the one that just said USB, which makes the most sense to me. But it says Lexar USB flash drive. That's got to be it. It's got to be the first one, right? Got to be this one right here. Tell me this is going to work. Family, tell me this is going to work. I am the world's greatest video game player. Please work. Please. Look, I've been begging this thing to work all morning. Look, when you all signed up for this stream, when you came in today and you said, I'm going to go stream with you, I'm going to hang with you, we're going to make this thing. This is what you expected, right? You expected me to go, Disco Floofy, what am I doing? Hey, brand new screen, let's go, family, let's do, look, I've never been so excited to see the Blue Windows logo. And I know Disco's in the back going, yo, you actually mentioned the words Ubuntu. Why didn't you stick with it? I just wasn't sure which OS was on that drive. Yeah, boy. All right, so let's go. Should we install in English or should we go with something spicier? Should we go ahead and do an English language install? All right, we're going to go with English. Fresh, clean install. How about Klingon? You know what? I thought about it. I'm the master of all languages. Oh, it's Windows 10. That's why. It's Windows 10, family. I thought it was 11. Here we go. Prepare yourself for a 10-hour stream. Hey, you know what? You're not completely wrong. We got it. It's up and happening, man. It's up and happening. This is not the fastest process if you ever installed Windows before. And on top of that, once this is all done, it's going to be nowhere near where I needed it to be to stream. So I'm going to leave it in here for the time being so we can transfer files quickly to try to get the 2 boxes set up as similarly as possible. As bad as it is running an end-of-life OS, it's still better than running Windows 11. No, you good. I'm kind of with it. And the Windows 10 to Windows 11 upgrade is so simple. It's such a simple thing that it's not a big deal for me. I just want to make sure that whatever I had going on downstairs isn't going to keep happening. If it is that I got bad sectors on this hard drive, a fresh install should find them. And if it does, and I'm still having issues, then a new hard drive is not a big deal. It's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, I need to know she's functional. I just need to know that it's going to work. Nimula, am I saying that right? Nimula, congratulations, family. Mr. H, look, you throwing images up in here? What you got? O install done. Time for the updates, so it begins. I mean, you ain't wrong. You are not wrong with that. Like, can't really comment on its use for streaming, but Windows 11 is better for work and admin. That's sort of where I'm at too. I like Windows 11 better. I know people that are like computer folk swear by the fact that 10 is more stable and stuff. I haven't had any real issues with 11. Everything costs more on 11. You have to run more juice. I like Windows 11, but I use a debloated version. All that Microsoft stuff is removed. Exactly, Floofy. I'm with you. All right, man. So we'll let that go ahead and do its thing. Let's let it do whatever it's going to do. I just realized that we were running Giphy for a minute, and then we stopped. I wonder if Giphy is still working. Looks like no. Looks like no. That is not working. Yeah. Hey, thanks for that follow. Nachoholic, how you doing, man? Bruh. Are you a Nachoholic? Look, I gotta know. Man, I had some mean nachos a couple days ago, bruh. For real. Yeah, man. I had what was it? It was like corn chips, so like some straight up nacho action. And then it was like a shredded pork and chopped salsa, liquid cheese, and like sprinkled cheese. And what were they using for the heat? There was some heat in it too. Oh, I know what it was. Deep fried jalapenos. Look, I'm telling you. Look, you want to take your nachos to the next level. Don't put them raw jalapenos on top. Deep fry them bad boys first. Woo! It's a whole nother level. Oh yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay, so you were a Nacho Libre fan. Look, I'm with that too. Hey, thanks for that first time chat, man. I appreciate you. Pineapple said my own PC is an 11 and we migrated it to 11 at work last year. It's so much more intuitive. Maybe that's a problem for streaming as it tries to do what it thinks you want. Yeah, maybe, Pineapple. First chat message, love that. I do love the first chat message. You may or may not know that up in here, first chatters get a special gift. Although we've already given out the love dance a couple times. You want a different dance? I got a couple other dances. Let's see. Let's give out something that's not the... Look, know that love is coming your way. Know that you have love coming your way. But I think I got an extra dance in here. Oh, I do. Hold up. I got a good one. Y'all like this one. Nachoholic. Thanks for being here. Here's a dance just for you. Look, I know people have seen that video before and they go, "Look, North, don't even perpetrate. We know that's not you." But here's the thing. You don't know. Maybe that is me. Maybe that was me on a very, very good day. You know, not a normal day, but a crazy good day. By the way, for those of you guys that were talking about the Star Wars, the AI Star Wars stuff, have you guys seen this one yet? look, I got a little bit bored. I was over there on Big Unc stream. I did it. I did. I was just bored. I was just bored. Anyway, sorry, I had to share that. Darth Hilius gain. Yeah. Y'all want the link for it so you can mess with other people? I'll give you the link. Hold up. Here's the link. If you want anybody who uses Giphy, you can use this link to troll their stream. All right. Okay. So let's start with what region. What region am I in? Am I in the UK? I keep thinking I'm in the UK. See, here's where it gets fun. Should I do Irish or should I do Gaelic? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the US. Single layout's fine. I did. I got a little bit bored. And I was all right. Let's do this thing now. Okay. All right, we getting connected. I last time I installed this, I refused to connect to the internet, and we got to things at the end that were like that were just a mess. They were just a mess, and I'm like, forget it. We just connect. Who cares? And I know that some people get real grumpy about that, but what did I do? What did I do? I did something wrong. Press again. Yeah, so I was over there on Big Unc stream, and he had his Giphy thing happening, and people were jumping on there showing gifs of him from different clips and stuff. And I'm like, yo, I got one. I got one you'll like. uh, yeah. See, that's the problem. And I got a couple others. I got a couple gifs specifically because Unc is the one who started using it. So I started like messing around making gifs on his channel, mostly of him. But there's a few other ones. There's a few more. Yeah, so there's Hot Dog Summer. There's Big Unc putting on two hats. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with the whole Clippy thing, man. If you like making clips, Giphy's fun. Giphy's a good time. Look at this one. That's pretty good. What else I got? I got Sesame Street Week. Yeah. Anyway, I've had a blast making them. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's see. Here's the part where it could take 12 hours or it could go quickly. You never know. It all depends on how the server's going over in Microsoft land. Now, at some point, having to log on digitally and get all the updates, they're going to stop supporting it completely, right? That's kind of what Disco was talking about, I think. That we're at the end of the life cycle for Windows 10 for sure. So much so that I know that people who like building servers, like proper like business servers, Windows 10 servers right now are dead cheap. So people are picking them up, breaking them down, and making stuff for like their house and stuff, if that makes sense. Look at that. Check it. Check us out. Look, we're doing such cool stuff now. All right. Do I? Let's add your account. Let's not add my account. Mind your business. No. Bro, Disco. This is why you select the I don't have internet on the earlier screen. This is why. This is why right here, right? Man. Can I go back? Do I literally have to do this? Disco, do I actually have to do this? I don't see any skip screen. Oh, yeah. Seriously, Jackatoo, for real? So I'm right in the middle of an install. So if I reboot right now, what happens? If I reboot right now, does it go sideways? Family. Will it start the install all over? Pick the all right. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. That didn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Weak sauce. Do I really have to reboot? Oh, you guys are killing me. I think you're right though. I've already started the install process, so it's not gonna go back to the old OS, is it? Try Control Shift F10. Well, it did something. Control Shift F10. Yeah, nada. All right, we going for it, family. All right. Yeah, no, I couldn't get back to the internet option. Nope. Yeah, I used the function key, bro. Although this isn't going to work because I just yanked the USB, right? Isn't that what's happening? It's looking for the USB right now. Is that what I've done? Have I gone past the point of recovery? All right, there we go. Man, thanks a lot for you guys sticking around and helping me with this day. This has been a lot of fun. When I say a lot of fun, my plan didn't work, but my plans oftentimes don't work. You know those war game scenarios where you have to pick which button to press, which switch to flick? Don't ever let Nora anywhere. Look, I'm a natural born lever puller. You put a liver out there, I'm going to pull it. You guys have played enough games where we're locked in rooms and stuff with me. You know what I mean? Those escape room games, we played a bunch of them. And you know if there's a lever there, if there's a button, I'm like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, man, I'm all up in it, whether it makes sense or not. The good news is this new graphics card, man, it looks really sharp. It's nice to have a higher quality one. Bro. Look at this. Family, look at this. Shift function F10. I'm doing it. Nah, bro. Don't do that. Man, I don't want to give him my account. Yup. Jade's like, you got to start all over, family. Man, you might be right. Weak sauce. I really thought, well, I don't mind them doing updates and stuff. I don't mind. In fact, I don't really care if they have my Gmail account or whatever. It's just upsetting they make me do it. No. There's no Ethernet cable. No. It's all Wi-Fi, bro. It's all Wi-Fi, my dude. You're talking about a hard reset, huh? Yeah, no, I don't have Ethernet on that side of the room. Yeah. Frustration, dude. Frustration. Well, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Mr. H. This is exactly how I play games. Do it the correct way, do it the wrong way. And I'm like, man, I want to hit both buttons. It's your hardware. There's no reason why you should have to ask their permission to use it. That's kind of where I'm at, Disco. It's just frustrating that I don't actually care. You know what I'm saying? I don't actually care that they know how many PCs I have or whatever. Like that information, I dox myself all the time. I'm not one of those super secure private guys. I don't care. But it is one of those things where, like, this is my machine, bro. You just watched us put it together. Why am I begging you? Hey! What's up, Chovy? Welcome home. Jay said that's why you got a Linux. That's why I got a Linux. Maybe. I got half of mine to just do it. See, this is the problem. Disco's like, I've been off Windows since 2019. Yeah, y'all are like fancy though. Y'all are like fancy. I don't see another option. Because I hit the back arrow and there is no back. It like literally has me locked in. What if I just skip it? Can I just skip it? No, you can't just pass it. You can't just go no. Yeah, I have to I have to support Windows for work. I feel dirty whenever I have to touch someone's machine. Oh man, family, I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it again. Do it right. Who said this is going to be an all-day stream? We ain't even got the Windows installed yet. I could just pull the Wi-Fi card. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Hey, thanks for that follow, Katu. Man, I thought I did it right. Doesn't help. Not enough water pressure. What? Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome to the congregation. I appreciate it. Let me give you a dance for your support. Thank you so much. That's your welcome dance. I hope you're feeling welcomed. You know what? I may have to. I bet if I just pulled my Wi-Fi card, it's right there. I could just pull the Wi-Fi card, and then it can't connect, right? And then it has to give me the chance because right now it's looking for it. Right now it's connected. That's what's happening. No, nowhere at all. That's the move. Everybody say just pull the card. I can pull. All right, card's disconnected. That should make it very angry is what that should happen. What's up, Jazzy Me? How you doing? Jazzy Me, what it do? How are you? How are you? How are you? Are you at home or you traveling for work today? Happy Friday. We've been fighting this PC for about 2.5 hours. We have about a half hour left to stream. I'm trying to get the Windows install to happen before I walk out the door. But I got to that point where I forgot to say, no, I don't have the internet. So it wants my Windows login, and I don't want to give it my Windows login because I'm being stubborn. I may wind up giving it my Windows login when it doesn't work. I'm home in Atlanta, but I'm working. Okay. All right. What's the weather like, man? We've been arguing weather. We got our first snowfall of the year this morning. It was crazy up in here. Hey, get it, family. Pineapple, and it's just Pineapple in there fighting the boss. Yeah, so Jazzy, we did a rebuild. We put a new GPU in the PC, and I planned on cloning one drive and just basically drop shipping, right? Put the new drive in, run everything off of that. And it didn't work. And so we're like, well, we'll just do a fresh install, which is always our backup. But yeah, it didn't work. So now we're trying to do the Windows install. And somewhere along the line, I forgot that you're supposed to tell Windows you don't have the internet. And I went ahead and set it up on the network, which is okay. But the problem is now they want my Microsoft info. And I'm like, you know what? Mind your business. Mind your business. It was 34 this morning, and now it's 64. Really? It's warming up here. It's 35 now. And humidity's at 87. Does that mean it's still raining? Probably. That probably means it's still raining. So we'll see. I think I pulled the card all the way. It's hard. It's up underneath there. So I think I pulled the card out. Theoretically. Oh, yeah, you guys missed the join window, bro. Yeah, that stinks. It still did me dirty. Am I going to have to do this? Man. All right, that card's not pulled an inch. That card is pulled all the way out now. Okay. There's no way that card is receiving information. If this doesn't work this time, then I don't know. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. Pineapple's like, don't worry, I got this all by myself. Yo, you're rocking that vampirism. Are you hitting the FT key when you shift it? I was. Now I'm just trying to boot it without the Wi-Fi card because once it tries to hook up to the network, it shouldn't find a network. And it should say disconnected, give me another network. And then I can say I don't have the internet. That's the plan. That's the plan. Although I'm gonna have a real fight trying to install that again because that's tough to get up in there. No! I just said I lived in Uganda. Well, that's a problem. Why did I do that? Why did I click Uganda? Where's Uganda? Is that going to give me like all kinds of weird like time issues? Look, it was right next to, oh man. I didn't, but it's asking it's the right. All right. I'm assuming I can fix that later. There we go. There's the button I'm looking for. I don't have the internet. There it is. We did it. Family, we did it. Oh, man. It's not where you are. That's for sure. No, I'm not in Uganda. This is my favorite part where they want all this information. And I'm like, why would anybody click yes to any of these things? If you click yes here, you're asking for Microsoft advertising. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, I'm sure that people are just like, I just want to get on with it. Click, 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 click. And I'm like, nah. Yeah, no password. Exactly. Just username. And I just named the computer after where it's being used. This is the downstairs studio, so I just called it studio. Bink. Yup. And so this is going to start the install then. People don't read anything. They just click yes without understanding, and it drives me nuts. I bet. All you guys that are in IT, I'm sure it is a constant bother for you. Yeah, that would do my head in. Absolutely. And then they wonder why I don't give admin privileges on their laptops. look, Disco. How many laptops do you oversee? Is it like 5? Is it like 500? Like how many people report to you for IT? Look, you don't got to dox yourself. I'm just curious. Like, is this like? I know it's a proper organization, but is it a huge thing? Yo, I just realized. Are you guys getting background music? 2 digits? Okay, that's cool. I just realized that my background music is coming through my monitor and not my headphones. Are you guys still hearing it? A little bit of music in the background. I'm hearing it. I just don't know if you can. Yeah, you're hearing it. Okay, thank you, Jazzy. You can hear the supermarket. It is kind of supermarket music. You ain't wrong. It's very elevator. Yeah, it is. I just need to tell it to come back to my headphones. By the way, and I know I've said this before. But I thank you for guys for kind of putting up with me as I try to figure this stuff out. Not everything goes according to plan all the time, and I just appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate y'all. Super weird. All right, cool. That should reconnect my headphones. By the way, have I bragged about my headphones before? Wait, it didn't. Super weird. It said it did, and then it didn't. It doesn't love me today. I don't know if I bragged about these before. But I love these earphones, man. There we go. It just kicked over. Hey, check it out. Fresh install of Windows, family. Fresh Windows install. I now have a PC with nothing on it, and nothing will work. Yes. Yes. No, man, check these out. These are my new headphones, and I adore them. These are Soundcore. These are Soundcore headphones. And I have is it the I-30 or the C-30? I forget. But what I love about these is they don't go in your ear at all. They don't go in there. No. So you got your little control button on one side, and this side just goes like kind of inside your ear, sort of like a clip, like a 80s hip hop. Like in in the 80s when everybody wanted to be a break dancer, but they didn't want to get their ears done. But they wanted to look like Turbo from Breaking. Everybody wanted to look like Turbo, but ain't nobody want to get their ears clipped. And so they get these little clip-on earring kind of things. That's what these are. These are like. I love these things. They sound great. They look a little like, I don't know. They look a little jank, but I love them. Look, it worked. It worked. And now it's going to try to like sell me a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to say no to everything. Then I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to put my Wi-Fi card back in, and then I can close it all up and make sure it functions. Yeah, that's cool. Pineapple, well done. I can't believe you won. Well played, Pen Pineapple Apple Pen. You know it's going to be far more aggressive with the Microsoft account log on when you upgrade to Windows 11, right? That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. By the way, were you saying that's weird to the meme I put in? Look. No, what I was saying, no, that's not what was weird. What was weird was that my headphones, for some reason, switched from being headphones to microphones, but you guys weren't getting any echo. So I'm not sure why it thought they were microphones. That's what I was weirding about. That's what I was weird. All right, so I'm gonna put the Wi-Fi card back in, put the screw back in, put the case back on, boot it up, make sure she's right as rain, and then we're gonna call it a day. Yep. No. Hey, every PC builder in the room, when you have that screw to drop in and it misses and you're like, no, and it falls down onto the motherboard, and now you have to find it. You guys all have the same pain that happens to me every time that happens. You made me Ugandan knuckles. Oh, I didn't see that. There we go, family. Fresh install of Windows 10. Is that what we did? Fresh install of Windows 10. There's absolutely nothing on it, which means the next 2 Thursday and Friday streams are going to be rough. But don't worry, I'm going to leave it up here until I got it as matchy to this PC as I can get it. I'm sure I have a PC with screws in them just waiting to short something out. Disco, this is how it happens. That is one of the reasons why I like the new mini tower layout where the board stands vertical as opposed to the OG ones where it laid flat in the bottom. Man, because when you were working on those, you drop something, man, you better hope there's no static electricity left in it because you will short a resistor in your board. Disco, it's not a bad idea. If I set up a net share, then when I'm downstairs and I need a file from upstairs, I could just grab it. The problem is they have to be on the same network, right? Which would mean I would have to get a Wi-Fi card for this machine because this machine is hardwired in, right? And this one, well, this one's hardwired in as well. How would I do that? Yeah, they're both hardwired in, aren't they, downstairs? When this goes downstairs, it'll be hardwired in. That might work. Because right now, I mean, I've told you guys this problem before, and I've never figured out a solution that seems to work for me. And the problem is that I run Firebot on both machines. Firebot does not have a cloud component. So because Firebot's not on the cloud, if I change something on one machine, it doesn't change on the other one. So if I have a problem, I change somebody's walk-on, I add some sort of bell or some sort of whistle, it doesn't function on the other box unless I go install it the same way. And because the file structure is different, they're never the same. Yeah, so that's my 2-bot issue. Exactly. Now, if Firebot had a cloud component, then that all goes away, but it doesn't. Is your Pi wired in? No, my Pi is running wireless. Quotes, for example, don't know which one to use. Quote number 7. Exactly. Pineapple, there you go. Yeah, so it's running multiple bots. So the quote bot is running on which one is it? So quote number 7 off of Stream Elements is how you doing? And the quote bot off or the quote off of Cloudbot, Cloudbot? No, it's not Cloudbot. It's Nightbot. Is my gnome is down. If your wireless and wired are on the same subnet, it won't matter. That's interesting. We should definitely try Disco. It would save a whole lot of heartache. Well, it wouldn't have saved today because I think I have some sort of corruption on that PC. But since we got the fresh install, the screen hasn't popped, it hasn't reset, it hasn't done anything. So there was a problem on the hard drive proper, whether it was a corrupt file or some sort of malware that shouldn't have been there. Both quotes are appropriate today. They are. Family, that does bring us to the end of the day. I'll work at getting this set up to stream. We may be in this studio for another week or so, but that's not the end of the world. Don't worry. You guys can handle a little mess, right? Right? Y'all big boys and girls. Real quick, family. I want to let you guys know you've been the world today. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you for all the new followers. Thank you we got 2 raids today. I appreciate both of our raiders. Y'all can take your family anywhere you want, and you chose to come here. I want to say thank you. We hit a new new follower goal today. So thank you for those who followed to make that possible. We had a couple re-ups today. We had some biddies flying around today and all that. So you could watch me walk through the pain of setting up a new GPU and doing a fresh install. Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, family. Do we have Disco? We had 3. Disco, we had 3 raids. Thank you, all the raiders that come in on all 3 raids. Blessing, family. Y'all mean the world. We're going to raid up out of here in a minute and give back a little bit of what God gave to us. But in the meantime, it's important you know. I want to say thank you to Strovista. I want to say thank you to Crazy Uncle. I want to say thank you to I'm Watching You people and to Pineapple and, oh yeah, Mr. H for being mods up in here. I want to say thank you to everybody who walked in and gave a little bit of that sweet, sweet PC knowledge to get me through this mess of a Star Wars PC build. We have a Star Wars live play event coming up next week. We'll be promoting it next week. But in the meantime, don't ever forget, I love you. Jesus loves you. And North Hill Live, we got the world's greatest mods.
When the chat gets wild and the memes fly free, there's a crew that keeps it cool as can be. Sister Pineapple's got that radiant glow, dropping kindness bombs everywhere she goes. Mr. Honeyto's got eyes like a hawk, click like banana, steady as rock. North Hill has the world's greatest mods, keeping peace while we laugh and applaud. From sunrise rays to late night
Blessings, family. I look. I love that type 2 fun. We had some mad type 2 fun today. God bless you guys. I'll see y'all Monday.